Hey guys, it's Jen. So I'm not doing my Thursday stash kit series right now because I am working hard on getting some other things completed, but I thought I would quickly show you today how to make a simple card really quickly that still looks handmade. What I'm starting with is it's a smaller size card and it's pre-printed. It's just got these gold diagonal stripes. They kind of look brushed a little bit. And it comes with envelopes that match. And this is just from like the Target dollar bin. So you can get little cards like this. I've seen them at Michael's, at Target. A lot of places sell these cards in packages of 10 for really super cheap. So those are awesome to snatch up to use for these kinds of projects. I also have some scraps left over from an Amy Tangerine paper that I loved, and I fussy cut out these flowers. And so I'm going to use that as well. And then I just have a scrap piece of watercolor paper. You could use cardstock or anything that you wanted though. So what I'm going to do is take the card and I'm going to place one of these florals on the front of it. And this is going to give me my design. Now you can use a couple if you want to. Use the larger one. I think what I might do is something like this, and then I'll chop off this top piece. There's a little bit of extra room in the card if I wanted to let this hang over slightly. The envelope gives a little tiny bit of room for that. So I'm gonna just let it hang over just the tiniest bit, and I'm just going to adhere this down. I'm just using a dot adhesive. Okay, I didn't really let it hang over very much. And then I'll trim off the excess. Okay, simple. It already looks cute. If you want to, you can put foam tabs underneath some of the parts that stick up. So I'm going to do that here just a little bit. Just a few little squares to help these stay popped up. Now I'm going to hand deliver this particular card, but if you wanted it to go through the mail, you could just glue it flat if you wanted to, or if you can still include the tabs. Just depends what you want to do. I'm just putting it on the edges that are kind of already flapping up a little bit, and I might just put a little small one underneath this other leaf. Okay, easy peasy. Now what I'm going to do is the sentiment. So I just have a sentiment already here. It's from a Close to My Heart stamp set. I think it came with one of their Cricut collections, but you could use any birthday sentiment that you want. And I am going to stamp it on this watercolor paper. Now my plan is to kind of slide it underneath the flower so that it pokes out the side. So I'm just going to, let's see if I even have room to do that. You know what, I might not. So in this instance, I might actually just stamp this directly to the background. Now this is a little bit of a slick surface, so I'm going to want to use something like StazOn or a similar ink that will not smudge. I'm going to use my Close to My Heart archival black ink. It works similarly to StazOn, just because my StazOn is all dried up. So I'm just using black. Seems like my ink pad is a little bit saturated in one spot. I'm going to stamp it off first to see if it's going to stamp weird. Okay, that should be fine. So I'm just going to nestle that right in here, and I'm lining up the top with the top gold line and the bottom with the bottom of the gold line. So it's not perfect. I'll go back in and fix that with a pen though, or a marker though. Now if you wanted to, you could add a few gems or enamel dots. I think I'll just add one or two, and maybe one up here. And that is going to complete my card. So that's just a really fun and easy way. Now what I'm going to do is I like to customize my envelopes as well. So I'm using this pen, and it is called or I don't know what it's called, but it's a Bimoji pen, B-I-M-O-J-I. You can look that up. I just got this at my local Hobby Lobby, and I'm just gonna write my friend's name on the front. Oops, it goes on this side. And like I said, I'm hand delivering this, so I'm not gonna worry about writing it so that I can have postage on it or anything. Okay, I want to cover this up a little bit more. Okay. So that is going to complete my card. So I hope that was helpful to you and that you'll try using some scraps and some pre-made cards to make really simple and fast handmade cards. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you again soon.